Today we're talking about what if T'Challa became Star-Lord. I'm Candace, and with me is Arzu. Hey, Arzu.
Hello, Candace.
Okay, overall feelings about this
Very
episode.
emotional.
Very emotional, same. I did not expect to be kicked in the gut this early in the morning, but I was. And Guardians of the Galaxy and Black Panther are two of my favorites.
Mm-hmm.
It's like a mashup, and it is perfection. Chadwick Boseman, thank you for this last, gift.
I didn't get, you know me, I don't generally cry at visual media, and I didn't get that emotional until the ending, the dedication.
Oh, yeah.
That's when I lost it.
What got me was in the credits, and I was like, this is going to be the last time I see his name in something new.
Like something new Marvel, yeah, but is this it? This is his last new project?
Yeah, I believe so.
Oh my God. I didn't realize that. Good thing I didn't know that. I would have just cried through the whole thing.
The last movie he was in was Ma Rainey's Black Bottom.
That's out.
Yeah, that was out last year. So yeah, this is
it. So let's dive into the story then.
Yes. Okay, so the episode starts just like the first Guardians of the Galaxy with Star-Lord. And he's getting the capsule that we know holds the Power Infinity Stone. And Korath is there.
This was so funny.
And instead of Star-Lord having to introduce himself and Korath being like, who? He fanboys out. And it is hilarious.
At first, I thought this was just a dig at the other Star-Lord for whatever reason. But then what really got me emotionally after the fact thinking about it is the reason he is fanboying so hard is because T'Challa's Star-Lord is less like I'm going to steal stuff because it's fun and more like Robin Hood.
He is legit the galaxy's Robin Hood.
And no wonder this guy loves him, even though it's technically illegal.
And I mean, Korath is there to steal it too for Ronan. And the thing is, Rowan and Korath are so stoic and just very one note that it's just so hilarious to see him being like, T'Challa's my best friend.
It was so cute.
It was adorable, and I'm like, I want them to be best friends.
They will be. He'll wear T'Challa down.
Yes. That's the thing. T'Challa is just so charming and so intelligent and so friendly. He makes friends wherever he goes, you know?
I think we have to talk about the way he defeated the Mad Titan Thanos.
Oh my God.
He didn't. He just made him see reason.
Because that's the whole thing is, okay, I think they're also kind of making fun of those people who are like, Thanos was right, kind of thing. Because
100%.
If you have the power of all those Infinity Stones, instead of taking away Half-Life, why don't you create something instead?
I laughed out loud when he's like, yeah, T'Challa helped me see how I could reallocate resources or something, which is, I think, what everybody had been saying post this. And then he's like, I think my other plan was fine. They're like, no, it's still genocide.
Yeah, and he's still he's like, no, it was a good plan. It's not genocide. It's random and efficient way to cut down on the strain that we put on the galaxy's finite resources. And everyone's like, that's still genocide, dude. Cool story, bro.
Right at the end when Okoye is going, nope, that's still genocide. And he's like, but it's random. And she doesn't look convinced at all.
Yeah, and then Nebula is embarrassed. He's like, Dad.
Wouldn't you be?
Oh my gosh. So we have Nebula and Thanos. And T'Challa's trying to get them into family counseling.
This man is a hero to everyone.
He is mental health positive. I appreciate that, He's like, we got to sit down and talk. And he, as a kid, turned the Ravagers into from pirates to Robin Hood's merry men,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so this Star-Lord never left the Ravagers. He is working with them, and he kind of leads them, I think.
Yeah, he's the face of the Ravagers, him and Yondu, kind of.
Yeah.
But he definitely seemed like the one in charge.
Yeah, and Yondu, really sees him as his kid. I know we're made to see that in the second Guardians of the Galaxy movie, that Yondu and Peter have a father-son relationship, but, Yondu is more comfortable with his feelings this time around and is like, that's my kid.
Yeah, because T'Challa is a much nicer kid than Peter Quill is.
Okay, and I know we're hating on Peter Quill a lot, but we will give Peter the benefit that he had just seen his mother die.
Okay, that's fair. That was unfair of me.
Yeah, no, this is what we got to give Peter. Yeah. The benefit of he had just seen his mother die. He lives with the regret that he did not take her hand when she asked him to and he ran away. He was in that traumatizing moment abducted.
Right. Okay. No, that's definitely fair.
And Yondu, for the longest time, threatened to have the Ravengers eat him.
Whereas I feel like that didn't happen with T'Challa.
No, that did not. The whole what if is if it wasn't Yondu who went to look for Peter. It was Kragan and Taserface. And they're just like all humans look alike. They're around the same age. And there was some power with like, I guess, the vibranium and
they thought that was it.
Yeah, he was like, close enough. And they just like, they don't go to finish the job when that clearly isn't him.
I like that they didn't just put him back and go get Peter. They're like, okay.
Yeah.
This'll do.
Something I really like about Chadwick's portrayal of this T'Challa is more nonchalant and relaxed. Because he doesn't have like the pressure of being a future king and Black Panther.
Yeah, he's just, the thing is, because T'Challa is a person who always means well. And he always wants to do the best by the people in his care. But because what he's doing is kind of operating on the fringe and he's
less
not
rules.
beholden to like an image of himself as a king, as a leader, whatever. He's a space pirate.
Yeah.
So he can do whatever he wants. And he still chooses the right thing.
Yes. He just does it in a different way.
Exactly.
Yeah, so there's a scene where they go to like a bar and they see all these characters. Drax is okay. His daughter and wife are alive because of T'Challa.
Yeah.
Like Arsu said, Thanos is like part of the gang now. Just hanging out with them. They see Nebula and she is just like drop dead gorgeous, a femme fatale. I mean,
Stunning.
She is in the movies anyway, but a different kind, you know?
Yeah.
And she calls him Cha-Cha. Which just makes me think of the Grease character Cha-Cha.
Yep. It makes me think of Umbrella Academy. One of the assassins' name is Cha-Cha.
Yeah. And yeah, I never thought I would ship T'Challa and Nebula, but you know what? I ship it.
Here we are. Here we are.
Yeah, here we are. We got there.
I will say, one thing I noted is that while T'Challa's actions made the galaxy at large a lot better, when they got to the Collector's Palace for their heist,
yes,
and he had that wall of stuff that he was going to use to fight them, and he eventually uses Hela's helmet. He had like Cap's shield, and he had Mjolnir, and he had all of these other things. So I'm like, I'm wondering what the factor was in T'Challa not being where he needed to be that made it so that all of the heroes lost.
Yeah. So the Collector, still played by Benicio del Toro. One, he looks like a galactic pimp, I have in my notes. And he killed Korg.
Yep.
He killed Korg. It alludes that he killed Hela, because I can't see Hela just giving away her stuff, you know?
The thing is, he killed so many of the people who aren't, like so many people whose artifacts you see. So it's like, what went wrong?
Is it the fact that Thanos wasn't doing the Infinity Stones, so there's a power vacuum, and the Collector has like all his henchmen, all of Thanos' henchmen. So, and the Collector has different goals than what Thanos was, which is like, just get me the stones. He didn't care about the Avengers until they were in possession of the stones.
Yeah, but if Tavon wants their stuff...
Yeah, he wants to collect everyone, including, we see Howard the Duck again, played by Seth Green. We see, like, I believe that's the Dark Elf Malekith, and from Thor Dark World even. So does Dark World not happen?
I don't think any of it happens.
Yeah. Korg's dead. R.I.P. Korg.
Just in this continuity.
I know. I was so happy that the dog was finally set free, because it made me sad. The space dog. Which is definitely...
Is that supposed to be Laika? Do you know?
Yeah.
Okay, so Laika's okay.
Laika
that story
actually
makes me sad.
Laika actually joins the Ravengers in the end, which was exciting.
What she deserves.
This is my one issue. My one issue with this entire episode is that he is called Star-Lord, because in the Guardians of the Galaxy movie, we see that Peter gets a name from his mother.
Could it be that Yondu gave him the name because Yondu knows where he comes from? Yeah. He deliberately didn't send him back to Wakanda. So could it be that Yondu came up with the title because of who T'Challa is?
Because he's royalty anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah. Or maybe Ego told Peter Quill's mother about Star-Lords or something like that.
Yeah, maybe it's a concept.
Yeah, it's a concept in the galaxy. We're making it work. We're making it work.
Yeah. There's no continuity problem that we can't smooth over.
No, not with just like, a few one-shot fanfics and we'll get it.
Oh, yeah.
I'm so surprised how many people they got back for this, like big names, Josh Brolin is back as Thanos.
I feel like they all had fun doing it in general. And if they can just do it without the makeup, why definitely. They?
And I really wish they didn't put Kurt Russell's name in the credits because it would have been a shock.
Mm-hmm.
I kept
waiting just sitting there waiting for him to show up.
Yeah. And we see Peter working at a Dairy Queen. And Ego's there to get his boy.
Is that going to be the next episode?
I don't think so. I think that's just like, oh, the world's over.
Oh, dear.
So really good tweet that was like, sir, this is a Dairy Queen. But yeah, no, I love this. I honestly loved it more than Captain Carter.
Me too. And how I love Peggy Carter. And
yeah,
I definitely,
same.
Definitely like this one more.
We're huge Agent Carter fans. And yeah, this was just so much fun. And it was just joyful.
That's exactly the mood. It was joyful. It was fun. It was
colorful. It was beautiful. It was the animation.
So good.
Okay, well, I can't wait for next week's episode. I believe it has to do with Asgard and Thor, maybe Loki.
Yes.
So, what did you think of today's episode? Did you prefer this one to Captain Carter? Let us know in the comments, and we hope you have a marvelous day.